Um, a couple of highlights from the year. I want to set a little bit of context. Again, I think most of you know the mission and vision of Ascend, but we exist to make this world a better place by empowering women and girls. And that is our mission. That's what we do. Our unique angle to do that is by leveraging the beauty and the strength of the outdoors. And through rock climbing and mountaineering, we can sort of accelerate some of this leadership development. And we found over the decade that we've been running that girls are able to experience really transformative growth in short periods using those sports. And unfortunately, in Afghanistan, we can't go outside since 2021, since mid 2021. Um, However, we innovate and we do what we can. And there, you'll hear some of the different programs that have emerged since that one door, was closed in Afghanistan, and a lot of windows have opened. So the team has been doing a tremendous job making that growth happen, even without being able to go outdoors. Um, this year, we last year at this time, we were very optimistic as we always are, and ambitious as we always are, looking into 2025. And we set out to do an awful lot of things. And then an awful lot of things changed pretty shortly thereafter, to include the complete decimation of the traditional aid industry in the US, which has supported an awful lot of, there's a huge trickle down, right? So we have never been supported by the US government or any government, but we did have a grant through a partner NGO that had gone really well, and that was cut off midstream. We had to um, find money elsewhere to continue the program. And the donations that many of you have made helped us continue those programs. Specifically, it was the mental health program we run for Afghan girls. We were ordered to stop work on that. Um, and then that grant would have been continued, and it wasn't. So, there were some unexpected challenges. However, this year we've reached more people than ever before through our programs. Our staff have become more professional, more effective, more efficient than ever before. And when we look at the impacts we have, um, the key indicators really are in self-confidence and knowledge and skills transfer. And all of those have gone through the roof. And it's been a tremendous year in spite of all of these things in terms of that programming happening on ground. And again, the teams are going to share some more details with you. So let me introduce the teams. And in terms of housekeeping, also, this is being recorded. Please do mute yourself until you have a question. And feel free to put comments in the chat. I'll be monitoring that, and we can redirect things if you have a question or comment midstream. So first up, Kanza. Um, we have Kanza joining us from Karachi. She is our mental health trainer and moved up to Skardu in northern Pakistan. And if anybody's familiar with Pakistan, that's a pretty significant move to make. Um, Left her job in Karachi and followed her passion, and is a huge asset to us, leading the mental health program and also being an instructor trainee. So not only is she using the mental health professional background that she already has, but she is training to become a rock climbing instructor alongside six others um, in Afghanistan, or I mean in Pakistan. We also have in Afghanistan Fanuz, who is our program manager, and just turned on her camera. Hi, Fanuz. And Fanuz has been doing a tremendous job. The Afghan program, as you'll see, is complex, and she's the manager of an awful lot that goes on there. And we have Sadaf joining us as well. Sadaf is the alumni program coordinator, and she also runs all of the athletic training programs for Ascend in Afghanistan. And I believe we're going to have one recent graduate from the SHE program in Kabul as well. Is that right, Fanus?
Yeah, Rokia is joining us and she's on the call. Rokia, please say something so that we can confirm it's you.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Rokia.
I'm Rokia Rezai.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Great. So the first step is Afghanistan. So Fanus, if you're ready, I'm going to start your just let me know when to start your slideshow, and over to you.
Okay, thank you. And hello, everyone. After I say send my greeting, you can just play the video. So should I start now? Hello, everyone on the call. This is Fonus Wali. I'm from Kabul, Afghanistan, and I work as a program manager for Ascent Afghanistan team. Today, I would like to talk about what Ascent has been doing so far, and especially in this current year. So Ascend run three program currently in Kabul. Our first program is Strong, Healthy, Empowered, which we call it SHE program. And this year we had 19 graduate, and these 19 graduate received 4-month comprehensive training on women health, leadership, life skill, first aid, and physical health. These trainings has left a deep and a positive impact on their daily lives, self-confidence, and self-reliance. To prove this, I would like to say that these 19 girls were able to provide community service volunteer project for nearly 1,800 other individuals throughout Kabul, which include school kids and other women. And to quote from one of our participants on She program, she said that when I wanted to join the program, I was doubting my ability, if I can complete it, if I can learn from it. But now I can make clear decision about my life, and I also create and design volunteer community service project for primary school kids. And I would like to say that parallel to this program, in 2025, Ascend was able to run its entrepreneurship program in collaboration with University of Central Asia School of Continuous Education. And so far, we were able to graduate 220 girls from this program, and 70 of which have started their small to medium sized businesses. Some of them are home based, some of them are in marketplace, and some of them are online. To also share some of their stories, I would like to say that one of our participants in entrepreneurship program named Halima, she was a returnee from Iran, and she said that when I came back to Afghanistan, I was despaired about what should I do to support my family. And then she found a Ascend entrepreneurship program, and after getting all the necessary training, she found the courage and the ability to run her small tailor shop in Kabul and launched it. And now through that tailor shop, she supports herself and her family. Same as that, I would like to say that our other participant, Yalda Mohammadi, she started a dairy product farm back in Badakhshan, and she was able to and managed to sell her product all in Badakhshan and in Kabul. I would like to say that all of these achievements would have been impossible without your support, and remember that your support are not just an act of kindness, but an act of rescue. And I would like to pass my speech to my colleague, Sadaf John. She will talk about our third program, Alumni Program. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sadaf Njati, and it's a pleasure to share key updates from the Alumni Association in 2025, a year marked by growth, learning, and impact. In 2025, we were able to hold our second cohort of English online course, graduated 60 girls from beginner and intermediate levels. Shakila Mosley, one of our alumni, said, before starting this course, I was planning to studying English course for 2 years, and now I can, with this course, I can speak English without hesitation and give me the confidence I never had in speaking another language, and give me the opportunity to share this knowledge to other girls and teach. And also, we are planning to start the third cohort in 2026. In partnership with the Afghan Women's Economic Resilience Team, we hosted multiple professional and skill building workshops and development sessions. Girls were able to learn more about networking, mental health, communication and leadership, and more on. We had 8 groups of volunteer alumni who accomplished community service project presenting seminars about feminine health, first aid, self-hygiene, and more on. Totally, in 2025, these projects reached to 2,000 kids, women, and girls. One of the remarkable projects held in a governmental school, which goes past 100 kilometers to share their information and received valuable appreciation from the school in Charleston. With support from ASIN, 200 alumni accessed free high-quality online courses through Coursera. And also, could you stop the slideshow, please, Marina? Yeah, pause it for some minutes. Also, we promoted physical and mental health awareness, reinforcing the importance of holistic growth alongside skill development, empowering girls to have a healthy concept about their body and health. In closing, 2025 was a year of progress. Our alumni are not only growing individuals, but lifting each other and their communities. Thank you so much for your continuous support. And with your ongoing support, we can build a better future for every woman and the community we live. And I will pass it to Ruqya Rizai, one of our active alumni from both programs.
Shall I restart the slideshow, Sadaf?
Yes, yeah.
I start.
Yes,
Okay,
go on,
once
Ruqya.
again, hello everyone. I'm Ruqya Rezai, and it is truly an honor to be here today as an alumna of ASEN from the health program and entrepreneurship class. Uh, 1 year ago, it was the darkest, the most disappointed time in my life. I was hopeless and demotivated. But when I entered ASEN, with the programs you made them possible for us, I now have a happier and healthier life, and I enjoy my life. I'm confident, and I see the power in me to lead my community and to bring positive change and impact to my society. And not only me, even people around me, my family, my friends are now having uh, living better lives. Uh, improving their health, nutrition, and overall well-being. And I'm working with them, and I'm really working hard to uh, bring that change to the communities I'm in touch with them. And also the entrepreneurship program. Uh, I'm launching my own business. I've built my own income, and it is really enjoyable. It empowered me to uh, bring that change in my life and to become an independent young woman in the future. Uh, uh, I know it's not the time, but I want to show you my product. It's a wallet, actually. The wallet, we put everything inside it, and when it's open, it changes to a bag. It comes actually from the time I studied environmental studies in Ascent, and after that I decided to make something, and this is only because of reducing the usages of plastic bags, and Ascent has made it possible for me, and actually it's because of your generosity and the kindnesses you are making for us, not from my side, but on the behalf of all the students in Assen. I'm uh, really deeply thankful from every one of you, dear Marina, the colleagues, and our dear teachers, everyone, for making these opportunities for us. And that's it. Thank you so much. I hope these uh, be continuous and you stand by us. I'm sure we can make even greater heights together. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rokia. Before you go, can you show us one more time your product? I was
Oh,
accidentally
yeah,
on the screen, so we didn't get to see it.
yeah, sure. Actually, Boo Collection is the name of my brand. It is named Boo Collection. It is a bag like this, and whenever you are not using it, you just make it back a wallet like this.
Oh, cool.
And I'm gonna zip it this way. And this is the wallet. I
Fabulous.
want you want more open it. Here you go.
Try to get this on bigger screen.
And if there is any question, I will answer. Thank you so much.
That is fantastic. Please don't leave us, Rokia, because we'll move to the Pakistan program updates and then we'll do all of the Q&A at the end. So everybody, if you have questions, please, you can put them in the chat now if you're worried about forgetting them, or just hang on. We'll get there. Thank you so much.
I can get it.
Fanuz, anything else from your side, or shall we move to Pakistan?
That's it for Afghanistan team, and that's what we have prepared for what the time constraint Kelly uh, gave it to us, and that's it for us.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Kanza, over to you. And if I'm just gonna James a message. Kanza,
Yeah,
it's your
great. Wonderful presentation by Afghanistan team. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining. And thank you so much for giving us this time today. And today we want to show you how Ascend is changing lives at a very human level, not through reports or numbers, but through the voices and journeys of our instructor trainees and some alumni, young women who are stepping into strength, confidence, and leadership. I will just stop speaking and you will directly hear from them, as we will share the impact we witness every day as they grow. Marina, can you please play the video?
yes.
एसएन को ज्वाइन करने से पहले मुझे ऐसा महसूस होता था कि मैं एक स्ट्रॉन्ग लड़की नहीं, मैं अपने लिए डिसीजन नहीं ले सकती। लेकिन इस प्रोग्राम को और एसएन को ज्वाइन करने के बाद आज मैं महसूस करती हूँ और अपने आप को देखती हूँ कि मैं टीम को लीड भी कर सकती हूँ, अपने लिए डिसीजंस भी ले सकती हूँ, अपने आप को मोटिवेट भी कर सकती हूँ और दूसरों को भी मोटिवेट कर सकती हूँ। थैंक यू। अस्सलामुअलैकुम, मेरा नाम ताहिरा है और वो मोमेंट जिसने मुझे चेंज किया है कि मैं माउंटेन पे थी और मैं बहुत ज्यादा थकी हुई थी और मैं जो है कुछ चीजें गिव अप करना चाहती थी, लेकिन मेरी टीम ने कहा मुझे पीछे से कि वी बिलीव यू, हम आपके बिलीव करते हैं ताहिरा, आप कर सकती है ऐसा। तो वो जो है सपोर्ट, उनसे मुझे अंदाजा हुआ कि मैं अकेली नहीं हूँ और मैं और ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई हूँ इस सपोर्ट की वजह से। तो इस चीज ने मेरी लाइफ में काफी चेंजेस लाए। और लम्हा जब मुझे महसूस हुआ कि यस एसएन के जरिए मैं अपनी अंदर चेंजेस फील कर रही हूँ, वो तब का था कि मैं एक कम्युनिटी सर्विस लीड कर रही थी एंड वहाँ पे कुछ चीज बता रही थी लड़कियों को एंड वो लोग मुझे एक इंटरेस्ट के साथ सुन रहे थे, देख रहे थे और उनको उस इंटरेस्ट के साथ मुझे सुनते हुए मुझे फील हुआ कि यस मैं किसी को इंस्पायर कर पा रही हूँ। दैट वॉज द मोमेंट जब मुझे पता चला कि यस मेरे अंदर भी एक लीडर है जो जीत है कर बाहर आई। मेरा नाम फरीजा है और मैं एसएन को ज्वाइन करने से पहले मेरे अंदर एक डर था, मतलब हाइट फोबिया थी बहुत ज्यादा, मेरे अंदर खौफ होता था मैं हाइट पे जाती या पहाड़ों पे चढ़ती या नॉर्मली कोई भी ऐसी चीज करती जो हाइट वाली है, हाइटिंग है, तो मुझे बहुत ज्यादा डर लगता था, मेरे अंदर बहुत ज्यादा फेयर था। एसएन को ज्वाइन करने के बाद हम जितना क्लाइंबिंग करके माउंटेन्स वगैरह पे जाके हाई वगैरह करके बहुत सारी चीजें करके अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मेरा अंदर से वो फेयर खत्म हो गया और मैं बहुत खुश हूँ अब कि मेरे अंदर वो फेयर बिल्कुल नहीं है और ये चीज मेरे अंदर ऐसे आने के बाद थी। Hello, this is me Fatma Akhtar, and I have been completed my 7-month leadership training through mountaineering with SN Athletics in 2024. This program transformed me in a way that I never expected, and the most powerful skill I gained is leadership. Before this experience, I didn't realize that I had a strong leadership qualities, but their activities and challenges helped me to discover my teamwork, communication skills, problem solving abilities, and the confidence to lead a group. Because of this training, now I serve as a general secretary of a Nova youth organization, and I'm also working with many other organizations that mainly focus on youth leadership, youth empowerment, and youth development. The way I lead, serve, and uplift my community today is all because of the growth that I experienced at Ascent. So, thank you, Ascent.
Yeah, we're done. So you just heard how girls' identity has shifted. We have seen this again and again, and we witness this every day. Girls who once questioned themselves are now stepping forward, taking decisions, and leading groups with confidence. And these kind of change doesn't happen overnight. It just happens, because they were given a safe space to challenge their old beliefs and build new strengths. From a mental health perspective, the growth we see is very powerful. We see girls who once struggled with the hesitation, fear, phobias, or self doubt, now regulating their emotions, commuting with clarity, and taking initiative. So their resilience has definitely improved. Their ability to trust in themselves has improved. And most importantly, they now believe that they deserve opportunities. So we have seen girls who were once quiet, now leading warm ups and facilitating group discussions and supporting their peers. We have seen we have seen them changing the narratives and about what girls can or cannot do. And many of them have overcome personal fears, built healthy communication boundaries, and learned to navigate stress in proactive ways. These are just not skills, these are lifelong shifts in how they see themselves, how they connect with others, and how they have moved through the world. And it would not have been possible without your wonderful support and generous contribution. So, thank you so much for believing in us and in this program.
Thank you so much, Kanza. You guys are right on time. We wanted to leave a good chunk of time for Q&A because we're assuming that we will have some questions from the group. So I want to open it up now. And please feel free to ask questions to either team or to me. We also have Abdullah, our country director from Afghanistan, on the call. And I guess I can start with the question that David already put in the chat, the markets for the products, that clever bag that Rokia produced. There are a lot of really innovative products the team is producing. It's hard to get things from Afghanistan to the US. The only way right now is, someone hand carrying things, which in small numbers we can do. So if you really are interested in that, let me know. And next time one of us goes, we'll sort something out. The brand is Boo, BOO. It's a Korean word, I'm told. Anybody have a question? Really?
I have one, Marina.
Please.
I do. So obviously, many of us who are huge fans of Ascend, we watched with a certain level of horror at home at how the NGOs were gutted going into the funding and the models, right? And we knew the importance of the work that you and your teams do in Afghanistan and Pakistan that you put together. And obviously your response to it was vigorous and strong, and scarcity drives ingenuity, right? Scarcity drives, finding new ways to do things. And so I'm really curious as someone who helps to manage a larger organization, what did Ascend do to come through such a challenge with such grace, and to have there be no outward facing impact on what you do? I know there was an impact,
Yeah.
but the fact that Ascend bumps along in this really chaotic environment, I'm really curious how you did it so well.
Yeah, I think a couple things. Great question. The first thing is we have great teams in the field who are used to navigating different types of chaos. And particularly in Afghanistan, where our history goes back 10 years, we've seen a lot and we've weathered a lot we went pretty much straight from COVID to the Taliban takeover to then the shutdown of the office and then a restart that ended up being simultaneous startups, essentially the Ascend 2.0 in Afghanistan and Ascend for the first time in Pakistan in the exact same month, so we have a high risk tolerance, I would say. I mean, that's part of we chose to work in a difficult spot. We believe the payoff is big. Um, to your question, though, I'm glad that we look graceful. We try. Um, there has been a price to be paid, though, and actually it's being paid right now. Right now, our staff in Afghanistan are furloughed for the month of December. We had to do that to take a breath, basically, and try to gather the resources that we need to get everybody back without losing any staff in 2026. And so that, yeah, and they also had to wait. Paychecks are late. Payroll's been late in both countries. There's definite stressors, and with the cash flow that we have to deal with, where you just don't know when the money's coming and when it's not. Yeah, there's been some real pain, and yeah, hats off to Abdullah for managing, and Azra as well in Pakistan when we just have things that are out of our hands. But yeah, our determination, I think it really helps us in these challenging times that our guiding light, it's empowering women and girls. Like whatever country's borders they happen to be born inside, whatever stripe or, it's about women and girls. So whatever foreign policy is doing is it impacts us to some degree, but it is individual donors that sustain us. So
Thank you.
sure.
Marina,
Yeah, go ahead.
you mentioned challenges collecting and gathering resources. I gather you mean in country, or are these things you're trying to get from areas outside of Afghanistan?
You
Or
mean
both?
I think I was talking about the products that the Afghan.
Yes, we're saying that the staff had been furloughed for the month,
Oh,
and you were trying to collect and get together resources and
yep.
whatnot,
Yep, that's just
and
base budget.
funding.
Yeah, it's just the base budget because it's really because we were in a grant relationship that we expected to be continued, and instead of being continued, it was cut off before even the first round was finished. So that put us in a squeeze. And yeah, it's just been reducing programming a little bit as well so that we could pay the people and keep everybody.
I wasn't aware that that had happened. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, it's really been in this last since August that things have become very challenging. Um, yeah.
Are there things we can do to help broadcast? I mean, I'm presuming that a lot of it is based on now generating a greater need for fundraising.
That's it. Absolutely. I love that question, especially coming from you, somebody who's helped us in huge ways for years. Thank you for that, your whole family. And we just need to do more of it. We really need to get our name and our work out to broader audiences. I think whenever people learn about what we do, generally we get great feedback, but we're still
Mhm.
and our total budget is still under $500,000 a year. On that, we have 38 people on the payroll full time. And we do an awful lot in some tough places. So we really make the resources go as far as we can, and we just need more. And we had expanded the staff in Afghanistan this year and in Pakistan, counting on greater resources, and then everything went backwards rather than forwards in terms of funding and the overall environment for nonprofits this year.
Yeah. Um, do you have anybody that has, at least as part of their portfolio, development director or?
We do. Kelly, who's not on the call tonight because her son had a special ceremony that she couldn't miss. She does a tremendous amount for us. It's two of us at headquarters, just so you know. And we do have a consultant for a few hours a week that's been helping out with marketing. We also have a in-kind marketing pro in Pakistan who's been helping out, which is great. But yeah, most organizations, you need a full-time development director and you need a full-time marketing director, and we don't have either. Yeah.
Marina,
hey,
this is
ladies, I'd
David.
like, oh, go ahead. Go ahead, David.
Oh, I just wanted to say along those lines, I know you don't have a full-time marketing director and you don't have a paid staff that's 100% dedicated to fundraising. And I got to say that your use of social media really impresses me. Your stuff on Facebook and Instagram covering both what's going on in Afghanistan and in Pakistan are, I think, really creative. And I don't know who's behind all that. Probably you and Kelly. But I just want that's a little bit of applause there, because as that goes up, then those of us that just sit around and don't do much can at least share that on our social media pages. And proud to do that. Looks good.
Well, thank you. And that helps tremendously. I don't know if Nighat is on the call right now, but shout out to Nighat in Afghanistan, who's taken the lead for that team and is really, really upping our game. And in Pakistan too, it's the local teams who are really producing better and better content. So, yep.
Well, hello, ladies from Afghanistan and Pakistan. Greetings from San Francisco, California. I would love to hear more from the ladies, either in Afghanistan or Pakistan, about some of the classes that they're taking. I saw on the video that I saw CPR and like doing some crafts and maybe even doing some science projects if I wasn't quite sure. So if you feel comfortable and if you would like to come off mute, I'd love to hear about some of the classes you're taking and why you enjoy them.
All right, I will just go. I will just take the floor if that's okay.
That's fine.
So in Skirtu, there are different classes based on physical health. So it comprises of workout and yoga. I mean, initially it was very tough for us too because it was very new to some of the girls, the concept of workouts and yoga. I mean, even just the idea of moving their bodies wasn't really comfortable. But that's what just one of the classes at Ascend. And then we have environmental stewardship. So there is a cool curriculum of environmental stewardship where we talk about leave no trace principles and how we can incorporate, sustainable practices or eco-friendly practices that we can incorporate while at our level, individual level and at organizational level. Then we have community service where we are just not restricted to Skardu. We just go all over the districts, contributing, communicating and raising awareness with flood affected victims, and doing community service, raising awareness in mental health and physical health. So that's one part of our community service. Then we have leadership classes led by Azram, and then we have mental health classes. So these are different classes that we do at ASIN, and then we have different programs coming in ASIN as well. So if somebody cannot come for a whole 7 months or a year, let's just say, so they can join our participant program, and it's a 3 months program where they can come and lead the skills, learn the skills of basic rock climbing. But it's mainly about developing those leadership skills and that confidence, boosting their self-esteem through mountaineering. So these are just some of the classes.
Thank you.
I would like to add from Afghanistan side that we also have a training package that includes first basics of first aid, Also life skills, which include small projects, because participants through that project, they will learn project-based learning, and then after doing community service, they will implement that module into their own projects. And also there were some pictures of nutrition classes. They will learn basics of proper nutrition and nutrition for infant and women, and also leadership, life skill, and other classes that you could see the highlights on that slideshow that Marina played previously.
Well, thank you. And ladies, I'm amazed by what you do there. So to all the women and girls there, I know it is hard a hard place to be. And so I applaud you and I'm admired by what you do there. So know that you're in our thoughts and our prayers. And I'm very impressed with all that you do there under such hard circumstances. So thank you.
Thank you so much for your kind words.
I'm going to take a question from the chat that a couple of people have asked. Who are we, or what are we excited about in the next 6 months? There are a lot of things that I'm excited about, and then I'd like to ask you to the speakers to share too. But the community service that has been touched on in both of the program reports, I get excited about that one because it really shows the snowball effect, the ripple effect of, rather than delivering aid and people receiving aid or support or whatever it is, it's people getting the tools to then go out and change other people's lives and invest in other people. And that's where we all get richer and we all get stronger. And it doesn't take much from Ascend's part to set the standard that we want that's a value. And then the teams just run with it. They have fantastic ideas and it does just pick up speed. We can hardly keep up sometimes with what are all the projects they're doing and how many people have they impacted. Yeah, and what kind of community projects have they been working on? Again, I'll hand that over to you guys to talk about the specifics. But yeah, that's probably the single most exciting thing that I see, because then you see the impact really fanning out, and you see the program participants who were the learners begin to be the leaders pretty quickly and sharing what they know with others. Yeah, Kanza, you want to go?
So community, it's just not community project. It's like it's community service where we raise awareness. But then obviously one of her MLF Fatma, she shared her experience that she went on and she opened up her own organization, and that startup is all about developing those leadership skills, and it's just not about delivering just leadership lessons. It's mainly about how one empowered girl can empower other girls through finding ways in which they're interested, in which they're good at, and how they can be financially independent. So let's just say one of the alumni, what she has done is that in her own garden, she's teaching people how to stitch and how you can earn money out of it. Some are into I think poetry making and clay pots and everything. So I mean, it's about what you're good at, finding those strengths and capitalizing on that. So these are the community services we have been doing. So I mean, it's just we went there, raised the awareness, and now they're passing it on. So that's what's happening.
Fanuz, do you want to share what are you excited about in the next 6 months? You're muted.
I think she's muted. I did not answer that. I will answer that once she's done.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. Sorry, I was speaking, but not the mic was off. I would like to say that I would like to talk about our community service type first in Afghanistan. We have two kinds. One is individual and one is group. On the individual, as Kanza said, it's same for Afghanistan. We ask girls that which skills you have, and then can you share these skills and these it might be educational, language skills, or handcrafts, or as Akanza said, some stitching or other calligraphy or anything that's part of art, and then they start sharing it voluntarily without receiving any benefits. from others and doing it in kind for others, and then we recorded, we gave them forms, we asked them for photos, and they're doing it voluntarily. Then when it comes for group projects, they join and they create informative sessions. As it's possible in this context for Afghanistan, we can't do a lot because there are restrictions for women around the country, and lots of question about what this group is doing or what. So we are just doing what we have the access for. So we are doing educational program for school kids, from hygiene to child life skill, and also first aid and feminine health for younger women. And that's what we are doing, informative projects around schools. And if we have the chance, and if we have the ability to do other projects, like helping out those like uh, challenged by floods, or some other humanitarian project which needs a broader funding and also a broader facilities, we will do that. But for now, it's like the limit that we are doing the community service project. Thank you.
There's a few other questions showing up in the chat here. I want to make sure we didn't miss anybody. David asked a question about the climbing in Pakistan. I can answer that quickly. Yeah, the basic plan for 2026 in Pakistan, it does include an awful lot of climbing instruction for people outside the program, not to train to a professional level, but to give the experience of climbing. And then we do offer pathways. If people discover it, they love it, and they want to become an Ascend instructor, then they can join that pipeline, and we'll run another cohort of instructor trainees in 2027, though. We're not going to do it in 2026 because we've got a deeply trained now batch, including Kanza, who are on the track to become single pitch instructor certified sometime this summer. And that's what we need. And it's a total of 11 rock climbing instructors who now can go out and run summer camps. They can run weekend workshops. They can do all kinds of leadership training in different settings for different youth and women with that as the core skill set. So yeah, we're really excited about that. And
yeah, my question, the underlying question, is that a revenue source to help underwrite the cost of the program in Pakistan?
Yes, it definitely will be. It's a balance between running events that we'll charge for to help make our bottom line, and so that we can continue to do charitable programs for those who can't pay. So yeah, absolutely, we will raise money through that.
11 SPI?
That's the plan. Yep.
Holy mackerel.
Happening, David. Yep. And your library is on the wall there, and they're all studying the books. I don't know, Kanza, if you know that David Thonen is the person who sends all those mountaineering and rock clip. This is David.
Thank you so much. We really enjoy reading those.
So when are we going mount climbing in Pakistan?
I am so glad you asked, Katie. We are offering trips to Pakistan for anyone who would like to go, and anybody who's a donor and a supporter and who knows Ascend, we would love to have you come. It's a fantastic way to see the program. And what I didn't know as an American who I feel like I know a fair amount about that part of the world, but my impression of Pakistan was totally off until I went there. It is such a fun place for adventure. The visa situation is quite easy. It's all online now. It's not a barrier. And our team is there, and they're prepared to take people on treks, and you can make it like a hardcore trek if you want to go do something really amazing, or you can be more of a tourist, whatever. We've actually put it up on our website under the Get Involved tab. We have adventure travel now, but also just drop me a line, because we would love, we have one planning. We did a couple this last summer, a couple of families, and it went well. So yeah, we would love to take anybody to see beautiful northern Pakistan. Just let
Thank
us
you.
know.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Did we miss anything? Because we're keeping to our time pretty well, which we like to do.
Hello, Marina.
Yes.
This is Jim from Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
Yes.
I
Hi, Jim.
was starting to try to type it in, but I'll just go ahead and say hello and ask you guys. I've been out because of some health issues and haven't been keeping up as well with developments and what all's been going on with you all. But congratulations to you, your team, and all the girls. They're so inspiring to all of us, as we all have been saying. My question is, it's this whole idea, Vic, of, as you say, pebbles or in a pond of these very good things that these young women and girls are learning and skills, and they're taking it into communities, about how to broaden or spread this youth growth of leadership and that can become a resource. It's going to take years for this to become maybe available. Can you talk, number one, about, and the girls and women that are there may be able to talk about whether there are any openings that they see in society there that may open up more opportunities for young women in 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 roles, additional roles that have been talked about. Number one. Number two, has there ever been any talk about, with regard to climbing now, an attractive thing, about these girls actually mentoring some groups of middle school and upwards young high school boys? Or could this never happen? I'm being naive with my question, but everything that everyone is so interested in is how can these things have effects that how can this program affect the future of Afghanistan and Afghanistan's young people and youth?
I'll quickly say something and then hand over to you. It is a great question. And the question of gender equality, it's a human question, it's a human challenge that every society wrestles with in its own way. And it involves male and female. And we are totally working on the female side of empowering women and girls, but of course it involves boys and men as well.
Yeah.
I was asked in Pakistan last year, and this guy has been following up. He really wants to do exactly what you suggested, have our young women working with boys. Yeah. So I feel as an American, I'm the wrong person to lead that in either place for sure. So Kanza Fanous, I would love to ask your thoughts on that question. Is there a role that we can play in directly working with boys? And in some ways we are through community service, but go ahead.
I think we
Okay.
can. Yes, sorry, Finance, go
Who
ahead.
will pick, Kanza, you or me?
Go ahead, Fanous.
Okay, I would like to say that in the current situation, ASEN is actually providing a community service awareness project in primary school for boys as well. And for younger, for middle school or high schools, what we can do is that for the very moment, it's like somehow challenging because lots of gender-based constraints and trends in Afghanistan currently happening. But I would like to think about innovative ways that if we are able to provide some life skill program. Our life skill program is for a middle school young people, including women and men. I mean, girls and boys. So if we are able to design some projects that we can, or design a program for middle school boys in Afghanistan, it also we can think of if we can just train some young boys or trainers that they can deliver, but for I mean, for the context of now we are doing it as a woman, it might be challenging, but it might be possible. Let's see it. But I mean, the one of the programs that the Afghanistan team can deliver to middle school boys is, of course, life skills and also first aid. And for Pakistan, let's see what Kansas says. I think it's mountaineering because they can do it.
Yeah, yeah, great ideas.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where Skardu has a leverage and opportunity because it has an amazing topography and landscapes, and we have the leverage to utilize mountains. So I think, in a way, we are in a way that we are, reaching boys as well in primary or middle school and high schools, where we're going reaching them through the community service. We're just raising awareness. I mean, it would be great if we can provide those climbing opportunities to the boys as well. But through this, outdoor program that we have been providing to the tourists who have been coming in, so there were people who paid for the program, and they went to different districts. Like in Sugar, there was a retreat, yoga retreat, and it happened. And there were, people, one from Islamabad and one from Germany, and that was a great deal of it. That people came and joined the climbing, and they could experience it. And I wish more of that could happen. And that is where the climbing school happened in Islamabad. That was really exciting for me. That happened, and a lot of people came to just experience climbing. So if we can do that, future opportunities, I see that one can become, tour guide, opening up their own organizations where they can, attract tourism and gain money. That's where I see this opportunity, future opportunities, let's just say.
Excellent. Yes, yes.
Abdullah, go ahead.
Good evening to everybody, and good morning to our team to Kabul. I just want to add something to what Fonus said regarding the buy inclusion to the programs. So our entrepreneurship program, which we are implementing with UCA, it's also for the design for the men, for the young boys. So this would be possible, an area to, but this should be, the age should be around 17 and 18 year old. So for young boys, we could bring, and we can do this program. And thank you for participating in this call. Yeah.
Thanks, Abdullah. And I think that's the final word, given the time. I would like to thank everybody for joining us. And if anybody's dying to ask one more question, of course, please drop it in the chat. And I'm happy to talk to any of you at any time. It's a wonderful thing to actually see each other face to face. I just want to close out with, again, gratitude for all the support you've shown in the past. Ascend started from an idea a long time ago, and we're still standing after 10 years. And most nonprofits live or die in the first few years of their existence. And we live on thanks to all of you. And as you can see, it means a lot to the people who are in these programs. If you would like to see it live on more, as I said earlier, this has been a tough year. We're not sitting comfortably. And we need the support to continue. And if Kelly were on this call, she's got 3 invitations for our supporters. You can champion our cause, you can invite others to join us, and you can invest yourself. And whatever ways align for you, we need it and we appreciate it. Share our work on social media, forward our newsletters, however it is that you can share the word. A lot of our support also comes from family foundations, which generally you can't apply for those things. People need to hear of you. So the more that people are talking about us and aware of us, that really helps. Inviting others to join us for any of our events. We'll have the annual Hike for Her again in the spring, and we'll be doing a couple of other events. And then obviously investing in whatever way works. And I'm going to share the donation link in the tab. We also have, we accept donor advised funds. We do stock also. That's a rare thing that people actually give stock, but that's an asset that is a little more flexible for some people. And monthly donors, a little shout out there, whether it's $10 a month or $500 a month, monthly donors sustain us when times get thin. And that commitment really gives us the signal so we can plan, knowing what's coming in month to month. So it means a lot. Thank you, Brenda, for putting the link in the chat. And so that's all we have tonight. Thank you to the teams for getting up super early and joining us, and to all of you for joining us. Any last questions from anybody? Thank you, Drinkwaters. Thanks, everybody. Kanza, Fanuz, Sadaf, Abdullah, thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you for joining, everybody.
Thank you, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.